Welcome to a complete guide on how to become the richest in Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord. Since it's a 3 to 4 minute guide, I won't be going into the details, but if you have played this game for a couple of hours, you won't have any problem understanding it. Additionally, I have sequenced these 10 tips keeping in mind that you won't have any money in the start, so it wouldn't make sense for me to ask you to buy a workshop in the town when you are only having 1000 dinars in your hand. Anyway, my name is HellFire, and let's quickly get into it. Number 1, we have trading. Since you drop in game with only 1000 dinars, so the first thing you should be looking at is trading, in which you go to a town, buy the supplies and sell them in another town for profit. Pro tip, when you go to inventory and take your cursor to a supply, it shows you the profit that you can expect by selling these supplies to a particular town. It's not exact profit, but it's very close to the mentioned price. On number 2, get the tasks completed. So when you visit different villages or towns, you can talk to people there who can assign you a simple task, and upon completion they reward you with handsome amount of money. Pro tip, try getting tasks from towns and they pay comparatively more than villages. Also, if you are having trouble finding tasks, then just go to tavern and ask the tavern worker who can further guide you about it. On number 3, fighting looters and raid their hideouts. Now looters are the lowest tiered soldiers and you can easily fight them even if you are outnumbered 1 to 10. All you have to do is to fight them, take their loot, take them prisoners, and selling them will get you a very good amount of money. Pro tip, get a horse and become an archer. You can easily kill 20 looters alone. On number 4, smithing. For smithing, all you have to do is to buy raw materials, forge weapons and sell those weapons in market. Now if you don't know how to forge weapons, no need to worry about it. There are other YouTubers who have explained how to do it, or you can check out my 2-minute guide which will enable you to forge good weapons. On number 5, join tournaments. Now tournaments are held in different towns time to time. All you have to do is to visit arena in towns, and Arena Master will let you know where exactly and when exactly a tournament is getting held. And based on difficulty of that tournament, winner gets in between 500 to 2000 worth of prize. Pro tip, if you're confident about your fighting skill, you can always put bets which will double if you win the tournament. On number 6, buying workshops. If you have about 15,000 dinars, you should definitely buy a workshop to grow your gold. Now every town has almost 3 workshops in it. All you have to do is to go to a town center and you have to manually find the workshop, talk to the workshop worker and you can buy it, and assign them to produce a certain thing. It will cost you around 12,000 dinars, but it's totally worth doing it. Pro tip, don't get workshops in an enemy faction or a town which is involved in wars and stuff, as it can hold your profit. On number 7, buy caravans. To buy caravans, you will have to go to a town and talk to certain people there, and they will let you buy a caravan if you have 15,000 dinars and a companion. If you don't have a companion, you can always visit taverns of different towns and find them there and get them in your party. Pro tip, if you want to locate a specific companion, you can go to encyclopedia by pressing N key and navigate to troops, wanderers, and their location will show up, and you can track that location of a specific companion and you can get them in your party. On number 8, fighting caravans and parties of affection. Believe me, if you want crazy amount of money in this game, you have to get involved in politics and wars. Get yourself 50 fighters and fight a party from another faction or the caravan of another faction, and their loot is enough to get you 5 to 10,000 dinars. Pro tip, don't fight against a party which has a lot of cavalry in it, since horse riders are much harder to win against. On number 9, looting villages of affection. Now if you have gotten yourself in a war, then you should definitely loot their villages. It doesn't just weaken your enemies but also gets you loot which you can later sell for a good price. Pro tip, only do it if you have about 100 fighters with you, otherwise you will get in a lot of trouble. And finally, on number 10, owning the towns. Now if you have grown enough and you have big party with you, you can besiege a town, and if you get success in beating the town guards, then the town will belong to you, and all tax collections will go into your account. But be careful, as other lords from same faction will always fight back to get the town back from you. So that is it, Habibis. Now you know the top 10 ways to grow yourself in Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord. I hope this video helped. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for future videos. Now it's time for me to eat, and I will see you Habibis in the next video.